This time of year is really weird for me because it's like a bad memory and a good memory at the same time. Because 2 years ago I was dealing with some stuff that no one should have to deal with, and a lot of good came out of it, but it's hard not to focus on what was actually happening. And it's something that I will never stop remembering, something that will forever have shaped me. But more importantly, the results of it are what define me. I don't know if you celebrate Christmas or not, but it's everywhere right now. I celebrate Christmas for sure, but I never really stop and think about it. And tonight I was kind of caught up in the idea of time passing and how much things change over the years without even realizing it, and then you look back and everything is different. Tonight I ate 3 bowls of dinner when a few years ago the thought of having an entire bowl of food would have made me want to throw up, because I was so sick mentally, and it's so weird to think of how much I've grown over the last few years, because everything is different now, but it's almost like there are ghosts. I don't know how to describe it, because I still have a lot of the same issues that I used to have, but it's not the same at the same time. I still have anxiety and depression, but it's not out of control. It's not so bad that I can't leave my bed. It's not so bad that I can't brush my teeth. It very well could be some days, but not every day. And when I think about getting older, it's so strange because I'm a little bit stuck. I feel like I'm stuck between being a kid and an adult, because I have adult responsibilities, but I also feel like I'm still a kid, because I feel like I was robbed of my teenage years because I was so sick mentally. And now that I'm okay, I'm trying to make up for lost time, and so a lot of it feels like I'm held back because I didn't experience these things when I was younger. And don't get me wrong, I had a wonderful life. I still do. But it was so clouded by the things that were going on in my head and that were affecting me physically. I think it's really pretty, and it's almost romantic to think of how time passes and it's constant and it's relentless, and it's beautiful to see things develop and grow, but it's hard to let go of things that you got so used to, I think that was the hardest thing for me to accept about getting better, was it's okay to be okay. It's okay for things to change for the better, because I think there's so much that gets romanticized about being sick and being miserable, or it becomes a competition. It becomes a competition to see I can suffer this much, or if you can suffer like that, well, I can suffer like that too. It becomes almost a competition because we view suffering as a superpower, because we're taught that sucking it up is strength, but it's not. It's harmful. I used to read a lot whenever I was younger. Like, I would read huge books within like a week or less. And as I got older, I just stopped feeling like reading. That was something that was kind of taken away from me, and I got to the point where it was like, okay, I don't read anymore. I just don't. But as I started to get better, I started to read books more. But I didn't devour them like I used to. I read them whenever I wanted to read them. And if that means reading the same book for 7 months, that's okay. I think it's really important to give yourself the space that you need to exist. I think it's really important to allow yourself to go slowly, or to go at a different pace than the people around you, or even to go a different path than the people around you. Because depending on what path you take, it's gonna have a different road than someone else, you know? And I think that's okay, but it is hard to deal with. I think it's really beautiful, the progress that we make without even realizing it. And I think it's really important for us to recognize that progress when we can. And if we can't recognize it in ourselves, I hope we can point it out for other people. There's something so nostalgic about Christmas time and just the end of the year. In a sense, it's like, you can't move forward unless you're ready to leave the past. And even if you don't fully let go of it, it's okay. Because we're not meant to stay the same. But we're meant to cherish what we have. It's kind of just what I was thinking about tonight.